Growing up in the 90s, I got some of the best cartoons. Rocko's Modern Life, Pinky and the Brain, Hey Arnold, Batman, Ren and Stimpy.
I'm gonna hit you, and you're gonna fall.
The commercials were always fun and over the top. Hey, Pee-wee, let's see what he's up to.
This is crack.
Pee-wee's Playhouse? More like Pee-wee's Crack House. One of the best times to be a webhead was the 90s. We had the video game, we had the cartoon, Toy Biz had an awesome line of Spider-Man toys.
Web Racer Spider-Man and action figures sold separately.
Watching Sony's PS5 reveal had my spidey sense going off with the reveal of Spider-Man Miles Morales. This looks so awesome, but I've never played Insomniac Games' first entry, Spider-Man, released in 2018 for the PS4. My first swing into 3D Spider-Man was the game for PS1. I remember my mom taking me to Blockbuster and seeing it on the shelf. I was very excited. Let's take a quick look at a game I'm very nostalgic for. You know what? How about we jump into Spider-Man on the PS4? The game seamlessly transitions from cutscene to gameplay with Spider-Man on his way to Fist Towers to help take down the big baddie Kingpin. Swinging feels great, hands down the best swinging and control of any Spider-Man game I've ever played. Was I playing the other games with the controller in my ass crack? At last we run into our first enemies. Let's give this combat a go. For me, the combat matches the fun of swinging around the city. This game really does a good job of making you feel like Spider-Man. He's gotten much better control of his powers since he was at my birthday party. Once you make your way to Kingpin's office, it's time for the showdown. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Kingpin's led away in handcuffs before letting Spider-Man know he was a peacekeeper, and without him, chaos will soon break out in the city. You know what, dude? Like, leave me alone. I just got you arrested. Go put some Rogaine on or something. Spider-Man has an experience point system. Leveling up gains health and attack power. You also get a skill point to unlock new abilities to use in combat. The bar that fills during combat you can use at any point to heal yourself or let it fill, activate it to instantly take out an enemy. One of my favorite things about Spider-Man for the PS1 all the way back in 2000 was the unlockable costumes. This game does not disappoint with a selection of 42 costumes, and most come with an extra ability to use in combat. One of my favorite adds electric damage to your punches, and dude, it deals insane damage to a crowd of enemies. Pick up the game for yourself and unlock all the different costumes and abilities. Besides the crime fighting, Peter works at a lab under Dr. Octavius working on prosthetic arms that can be controlled through the mind. However, his funding is cut by Norman Osborn. Devastated, we learn Octavius is suffering from a degenerative disease. Geez, do I know how to pronounce a word? Is it degenerous? Ellen, help me out here. Soon his body will be useless. Desperate to do whatever it takes, his descent into madness begins. At this point in the game, I started zipping around the city, completing side missions, taking pictures, just overall being your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and it hit me. With all this good we're getting, where's the bad? Like, with all we've gained, what will we lose? No. A prison break sends New York into chaos as some of Spidey's baddest enemies are set free. To put the cherry on the sundae while all of this is going on, a virus is let loose on the people of New York, causing people to literally become down with the sickness. What kind of monster would do all this? So you're telling me I have to deal with my psycho boss, clean up a virus, and handle all these villains running around? Okay, you know what? Kingpin was right. Time to bail Kingpin out. Time to go get the Kingpin. When they designed Spider-Man's model, did they put all their resources in those cheeks?
What you doing out here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass, the sun is still out.
What's a good superhero game without the villains? And I think this game has a great choice of bosses. Okay, hold on a second. You know what? We're pointing out everything that's good, everything's dandy, everything's fine, everything's sweet. Okay, here, what's up with Doc Ock's design? I mean, you could look at this for a minute and think, man, George Costanza really went off the deep end, didn't he? Like, what kind of fucked up episode of Seinfeld am I watching here? What's the deal with George killing people? The guy has two modes, the bowl cut, the George Costanza. Who is this man's barber? Let's get to taking these baddies down, starting with Rhino. On the topic of Rhino boss fights, does anyone remember playing Ultimate Spider-Man? That boss fight was pretty cool. Let's see if Spider-Man PS4 can compare. Okay, is there gonna be any more of my childhood left after this? If you thought one was tough enough, well, how about two? Scorpion joins the battle, and it's a fun fight and all, but I think the song they put at the end was a little much. Next up, it's time to take down Vulture and Electro. The fight, you could say, was shocking. Could you imagine the money this guy saves on electricity bills? Or the money Vulture could save by switching to Geico? After the dynamic duos have been dealt with, Spider-Man makes his way to the cure for the virus. But as soon as he gets his spider nubs on it, Doc Ock shows up, wounding Spider-Man and taking off with the virus and Osborn. No, not that, Osborn. Come on, man. What are you thinking? For the final battle, we craft the anti-Ock suit. And now, let's put the George in this Costanza. Once you defeat George Costanza, you get the cure and can finally bring peace to your friendly neighborhood. Unfortunately, you find Aunt May suffering from the virus and must decide, save Aunt May or save humanity. Such an awesome game that I totally missed out on, but I'd like to say I'm glad I showed up late to the party than not at all. A couple weeks ago, I went from never playing Spider-Man to now having the Platinum Trophy. And in all seriousness, guys, I want to give it up to Insomniac Games. You guys did an awesome job on Spider-Man. Respect. Hey everybody, how about we pick up the guitar and remember the web swinging time we had?
Most important battle. your
Where were you? Photographing squirrels? You're fired.
Chief, the planetarium party.
Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here. What do you know about high society? Don't answer that. My society photographer got hit in the head by a polo ball. You're all I got. Big party for an American hero. My son, the astronaut.
Could you pay me in advance?
That's all for now. Until next time. Take care.